Hi everyone, let's take a couple of minutes to talk resources. You should all be familiar with Toby. Unfortunately, no more Tobys available in South Africa, but we will be ordering in the near future again. Toby comes with a little booklet that explains how you can use this cute little resource that especially the younger kids in our kids ministry just love. Okay. When it comes to books, we've got the 99 Adventures with Jesus, written by Joanne Pardy, that kids can work through on their own or with the help of their parents, depending on their age. We have The Extreme Makeover, also written by Joanne Pardy, and this is a very good book for kids that they can use to work through and establish some biblical foundations in their lives, and it's something that they can work through with their friends as well when they disciple friends. Then obviously everyone's familiar or should be familiar with the one-to-one that was rather recently revamped and has also been translated into Afrikaans. And this is available from our bookshop here in Tshwane, and you might possibly even have the resource available at your church. Otherwise, you can just make contact with our bookshop here in Tshwane and you can order this from them. And the same goes for The Extreme Makeover and the 99 Adventures with Jesus. And Publications is also a place where you can go to find all these resources. I also want to point out the purple book that is more suitable for older children, so 13 years and older, because it is quite comprehensive and they might need assistance in understanding some of the questions in this, but this is a resource that you can also keep in mind. Then obviously we have a couple of evangelism tools that one can use when you want children to engage with other children, to reach out to them and share the gospel with them. And that is things like the gospel band that I'm wearing here around my arm. I can just quickly get it and show it to you. It's got the symbols on it, if you can see it there. Gospel cube, a gospel card, the gospel card that's got the same symbols on it, and it's got the scripture on it that children can use when they want to engage someone and tell them about Jesus and why, and they should choose Jesus so that they can have eternity with him one day. Now, let's talk Sundays. We're often challenged with, where do I get the stuff that I need to run a Sunday effectively? Where do I get the lessons? I always say, let's not reinvent the wheel. There are many, many, many resources available if you search on the web. But there are also a lot of us that have already built up quite a library of lessons, and you can reach out to us and we'll make those lessons available to you. It is always important that you don't just look at the lesson and use it as is. Work through the lesson, check that it aligns with the values and the mission statements of every nation, and then adapt it for your circumstances. Obviously, I find myself in Tshwane, in the Linwood congregation, and I've got quite a healthy budget. So I can include things in my lessons that you might not necessarily have available in your area. Okay, so we're talking crayons and craft material and all those type of things that you might not necessarily have available. Now, you don't have to spend a lot of money to make your ministry visible. So I just use posters like these that I laminate. I put them up to indicate where which class is. Okay, so I've got templates, and all of them are different colors, and it's something that we can make available to you as well. So you do not have to start from scratch and work out these things, and all the different little Toby logos are available. We just urge you that whenever you use Toby, make sure that you stick to the branding and you don't change Toby at all, because he's our little pride and joy. Obviously, our first point of departure should always be, is it true to the word? So always check that whatever you use, that it's true to the word. Okay. Then just a couple of other things that one can use is when you want to talk about offerings. There's a little tin that we had made a couple of years ago where children can put in their offerings if that is something that you do at your church. Another very important resource that we use primarily for our 13-year-olds is the book Biblical Foundations. That's available from the Tshwane team that you can use for them. It comes with a teacher's manual, and this is the book that then they work through on a Sunday. Then very, very important is our victory training manual that we use when we do victory training with the children. It's based on the adult victory training, but just written in such a way that it's understandable for them. And this is done over 2 days or sometimes even a weekend. Then another resource that I'd like to introduce to you is from an NPO that's run by someone that is in every nation. And this is a fantastic resource for areas where they don't have resources. So it's written in such a way that you don't need to buy anything, because often we don't have the cash to buy crayons and coloring pencils and scissors and things. And what's nice about this is the site that's shown to the children, and the back is what is expected from the volunteer or the presenter. And it flips over, and then it goes to the next page, and on the back again, it tells the presenter exactly what needs to be done. And this is a resource that I can put you in contact with the lady that produces these lessons, and they use them very, very effectively in our rural areas. And the activities that are in here are based in such a way and written in such a way that you don't need to spend money to use it. And that was a very, very, very quick lesson on resources. Remember, do not reinvent the wheel. There are lots of people out there that's got lots of ideas that you can use. Reach out, ask questions. Many kids leaders are more than prepared to share what they've already built up in their little libraries, and they'll make it accessible to you so that you can use those lessons.